So my kids got a turkey tag this year, and I wanted to find something that would be suitable for them to be able to shoot, because I had my eldest, she's 12, shoot my 12 gauge and about tore her shoulder off. It was kind of a stupid dad move. So I picked up and I started looking into the 410, and I picked up this Stevens 301, which made me go down this road of trying to figure out what's the best, most effective setup, as far as choke and ammunition was concerned. Let me just say, I'm very, very impressed with this gun. Two, my 6-year-old shot this gun and was able to handle it. So it's a perfect platform. Let me start off with saying it's a perfect platform for kids wanting to turkey hunt. I also wanted to check and see what effective range was. So I've actually already sighted this in. It's already gone through the ringer, so to speak, and it's sighted into 40 yards. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to shoot several different loads, and I'm going to shoot 2 different chokes, the stock choke, and I have an aftermarket choke. This is an Indian Creek choke, and we're just going to see which one has the best, absolute best pattern, and go from there. So we're going to be shooting several different loads out of them. I have the Foxtrot 383s, which is a 9.5. I have also a 9.5 is the Apex Turkey Ninja. And this is actually the shell that was recommended by the manufacturer. This is the heavyweight TSS by Federal Premium, which is a 9. And then I have also, which is a 9, the Remington Premier TSS. So we're gonna shoot all these. We're gonna shoot 1 round through the stock choke and 1 round through the aftermarket choke. And I'm just gonna go through it real quick, and then we'll go back and we will compare them in good light, and we'll see which one works the best. Okay, just got done shooting all 4 of them with the Indian Creek choke. Now I switched it over to the stock choke that comes with the gun, which is it's a turkey choke. So we're going to shoot these 4, and then we'll go back and we'll look at them all and see which ones look the best. Pretty impressive. Well, these are the 8 different pattern boards or targets that we had out there. So this is the Apex Ninja Indian Creek, which is with the Indian Creek choke, which is really impressive. First thing I want to say is every one of this is a dead turkey in this whole group. So, but there are definitely some that stand out. So this is the Indian Creek, definitely a great pattern here. Here is the Federal with the Indian Creek. Definitely a lot on there. There's less in the head, so the Federal doesn't, I mean, you'd probably, if you had this, it looks to me like you would just have to adjust your sight a little bit, because the Indian Creek tends to pattern a little low on this particular, with this particular shell. This is the Remington, which was the least impressive load. Still dead turkey. with the Indian Creek. Definitely the least amount of shots on the body and head. Really on the paper, totally. And best that I could tell, and this is what I sighted the gun in with originally. So I know it's not a sighting issue. Okay. And then lastly, which was the Foxtrot with the Indian Creek, which to me, out of the group, this is the most impressive out of all of them. Way more shots on the head and the body. This is what I'm going to hunt with. But I'm going to show you everything else because, you know, this might be a budget setup for you, and you don't want to go spend another $100 and whatever for this choke, right? And the Foxtrot ammo is the most expensive, I believe, out of all of them. So this I thought was pretty impressive. Okay, we're going to the stock choke now. This is the Apex Ninja with the stock choke. This is a great pattern, almost rivals that of the Foxtrot with the Indian Creek. And it's with the stock choke. So, you know, bang for buck wise, yeah, there might be a couple more pellets on this one, but bang for buck, this might be your choice right here. Then we go to the Federal with the stock choke. And the Federal, this is the recommended shell from the manufacturer. Again, very dead turkey. You know, but when you compare the two, I mean, that's a big difference. And I'm going to put up these photos here so you can see them side by, you know, not necessarily side by side, but you can see them a lot more clearly as photos. So the Federal, again, least impressive was the Remington with the stock. Again, a dead turkey, plenty of body shots, several in the head, a couple in the neck. But then we get to the Foxtrot with the stock, and this is also extremely impressive. You know, there's definitely a difference. Where is that Foxtrot here? There's definitely a difference between the Indian Creek choke versus the stock choke. Definitely more shots on here and more densely packed. You can see even off the body it's definitely more densely packed. But this is a great pattern for stock. So going with the Foxtrot or the Apex, if you're using the stock, is, you know, a better choice. So for me, it's like better ammo performs better. You know, these are hand unloads, the Apex and the Foxtrot. They're both better than the you know, stock ammo that you would get, or big box store ammo that you would get on the Federal or the Remington, and they both improved with the better choke. So for me, the $100 and whatever, I don't remember how much it was, $100 and something extra to get a little bit better pattern, is worth it. I feel like I could probably, if I was hunting with it, I could probably stretch this out to 50 and still kill a turkey. You know, this setup is for my kids, so we're going to keep them on the 40 yards, probably maybe even on the 30. They've all shot it, and they've all made excellent, you know, groupings on the pattern board. So pretty impressed with it. Well, I hope this helps. Like I said, excellent gun for the money, perfect gun for kids and youth. And it answers the question, can you shoot a turkey with the 410? Absolutely. And it's an effective gun. I believe very effective out to 40 yards. And really, honestly, I think even with some of these more dialed in loads, you could probably stretch it out to 50. It's a fantastic shooting gun. It doesn't cost a whole lot. And I think it'd be a perfect setup for your kids, or even for yourself if you're looking for a new challenge. You know, don't want to carry a heavier gun. It's super light, very inexpensive. I mean, hell, the red dot that's on it costs more than the gun itself. I think actually the boxes of ammo that I bought cost more than the gun. So Stevens 301, great shooter. 410, very effective. If you got the right loads, just got to spend some time with it and find what's good for you. And you'll have an excellent turkey gun.